And look, like I'd already said, I don't believe that an Asian person should use the N-word. It's not your word. It's not anything that, like, that word has so much history that doesn't involve Asian people.
Yeah.
Asian people have had their own issues. They've had their own discrimination. I'm not downplaying anyone's struggle more so than anyone else's. But that word is a word that should be left alone if you are not a Black person. I would never use that word. If I'm singing along to a song and that word comes up, I'll just remain silent until that, and if I have to ever reference it, I'll reference it as the N word. And that's it. You'll never hear me say it because I understand the implications of it. I understand the history of it. And I have respect for the people that had to live with that word being used as a weapon against them. So I never want to get anything misconstrued. It doesn't matter how many Black friends I have or anything else like that. I'm leaving that shit alone. So I understand if you have a problem with Johnny Dang using that word, I support your space on that.
Yeah, so I wouldn't singling out all Asians. This what people need to understand. In order to see if a person is hateful, you have to research their backstory, right? If you come from love, it's hard to be hateful. If you come from a loving home, it's hard to be hateful. You can't hate, and all your life is love. So, man, I come from love. Even when I went inside the boys' home, it was loving juvenile workers that work with kids and show love. So I know how I can easily be perceived as being hateful. I understand that. But when I say, man, listen, I'm saying this because we are a race of people. We constantly get overlooked. If YouTube community policies, if they're fair and they're equal to Black people, then there's no way rappers wouldn't be censored with the gangster rap, killer nigga, gangster lyrics with the guns. There would be no way that rappers could shoot videos at cemeteries mocking death. And in real life, people are dying behind these videos. YouTube lets that go to the millions of views. The millions. So I'm saying, man, listen, Dr. King had it right in the beginning. The fight was never to live next door to you, Vlad. The fight was never to be able to get on YouTube platform. The fight was for us to have our own platform, but just be treated equally, equal protection and rights under the law. YouTube is not giving Black people, especially not YouTubers who's vocal. How can the rappers get away with the promotion of killing us? How? And they make millions in the advertisement, McDonald's. But soon as a radical YouTuber, I'm not promoting killing nobody. I ain't never promoted robbing nobody. They promote death. 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 And that's it. How can that be with these community policies and guidelines? So if I got to die finding me an attorney, man, to get to the courts, because you got states like Florida and you got states like Texas that now are writing legislation targeting those big tech companies. So I ain't just by myself. Texas is a country by itself. I'm in a state that don't like big countries. I'm a part of a political party that censored the president. So all I got to do is just put my ducks and eggs in a row. I got over 300 copyright complaints that I've won on YouTube. YouTube never paid that money. They hid the escrow account. They made it impossible for my Teesprings to go up. So no. And then I'm politically involved. YouTube already has a history of singling conservative people on their platform. So I just got to get the right motherfucker with the right ducks in the row, man. I welcome this because I like fighting.